heck is this?
Somebody order some batteries?
Yeah.
All right, well, I got them here for you.
Awesome.
All the way from California, eh?
Sweet. Got some new BATTLEBORNs. Well, they obviously don't look very heavy.
No, they're not very heavy, and they're not very cheap. They're very
No,
good.
but they are good. Oh, awesome.
Well, should we take them over to the van?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take them over there, and we'll talk about how this went down. We're here today with Ken Kaplan from Kaplan's Marine in California. What city is that specifically?
Technically located in Richmond, California, but I also work out of the foothill location, Gold Run.
Okay.
So people in Sacramento can come to Gold Run, people in the Bay Area can go to Richmond, or I can come meet you where you're at.
Okay.
Depending on my schedule.
And what do you specialize in?
Well, I'm a Yamaha outboard dealer and generator dealer for the last 20 years, and I just picked up BATTLEBORN batteries, so I'm selling them, and Tom is my first new customer. So.
I'm his first new customer, believe that.
Yep.
So he gave me a really smoking deal on the batteries, so that's why we're here. So we're here in Flagstaff, and he brought his side-by-side with him today. You might be taking that for a ride soon. You guys obviously saw the intro there, which was pretty fun. Although I don't think all those other people were very thrilled about it. But hey, it's for a movie, right?
Yeah, right. We're filming a movie.
We're filming a movie.
Sorry about that, neighbors.
So, how long have you been running your business?
I've been doing Yamaha outboards and generators for 20 years.
20 years.
And,
okay.
I had employees, but right now I'm just doing it by myself.
All right.
All my business comes from word of mouth, so this is the first real advertising I think I've ever done.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to call it advertising, but...
So if you guys need like Yamaha stuff, or you want to get BATTLEBORN batteries, this would be the guy to talk to, especially if you're in California, because I'm sure you can, there's probably arrangements for delivery or shipping.
If I deliver out of state, I talked to the Board of Equalization, and it's legit for me not to charge sales tax. So if you guys are, say, in Nevada, put together a good enough order, I'm an hour from Nevada, so...
That's big. If you're spending a couple grand on batteries, you definitely don't want to pay that sales tax if you don't have to, because especially in California or even in Arizona, that's 10%. 10% sales tax here. It's 10% in most places in California, so that'll knock a few $100 off it right there. So any of you guys need, you do Yamaha generators.
Yep.
I have a little clip of his Yamaha generator. I almost got one of those, but that's a little bit out of budget for me. So I got the Westinghouse, which has been doing me well. I got 60 hours on it already.
Yeah.
So it's not nearly as quiet as your Yamaha, but then again, I didn't pay $1,000 for it.
Yeah, it's all,
It's all relative.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah.
Well, all I could say is if you guys are interested in anything that we've talked about here, you can email kaplansmarine@yahoo.com with what you're looking for. All the stuff that Yamaha sells is on their website with list prices. I discount everything. I can pretty much match the lowest price in the country, being low overhead, one-man business. So give me a call.
And you have a website, kaplansmarine.com.
Yeah, kaplansmarine.com. It's not very complete, but it's there.
I can put the link on the bottom of the video here so people know how to contact you.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Maybe we'll go for a ride later.
All right.
Okay.
Today is the big day. We're going to do the install of the two 100 amp hour BATTLEBORN Lithium batteries on my 95 Roadtrek Popular 190. Now this is going to be a pretty big task because I have to pull everything out of my bedroom. The mattress, the foam topper, blankets, pillows, refrigerator, my clothes, ice machine, water dispenser, all that's got to come out in order for me to access the batteries. That's one reason why I went with these BATTLEBORNs besides the 10-year warranty over building my own DIY battery system that could fail. I don't want to have to be in the middle of the woods and tear half my rig apart to fix some failure that was on my part when these are proven batteries. So I feel pretty confident we'll get these in today and hopefully get them charged up and tested out, because tomorrow I leave for Flagstaff and I'm going to be boondocking. So that means these suckers got to go in, they got to work today. So let's go do it. right, here's the moment of truth. This is where the original house battery is. I got one AGM here, and then there's two more under the refrigerator. So the refrigerator is going to come out next. That's the part that I'm dreading. Let's go ahead and take this panel off. That'll expose that battery, and then we'll get the refrigerator out of here. And if you're wondering why that T is there, it's holding the wires down. It's been taken in and out so many times, the stuff's kind of all stripped. I end up making new holes. So there's the old AGM. May 2017, that's when I put it in. You can watch the video where I put this in. It's now July 2019. This thing's completely shot. These batteries overnight will go down to 11.6, 11.7, and then the refrigerator starts wigging out. So yeah, it was way overdue for a replacement. So it's really simple. Now this is a temperature sensor, which I'm going to take off. I've already unplugged it. On lithium batteries, you don't want to use your temperature sensor. So I'm unplugged it. I'm going to disconnect it from the battery here because that's where you're originally supposed to hook it to. This white wire goes to the generator. So it starts off of this battery alone. So it's as simple as taking these bolts out and putting the new BATTLEBORN in. Now I'm using the Jackery 240 with my 12-volt lights to give me light in here. All right, a sweaty hour and a half later, I got the refrigerator out. I got these bars replaced, at least the one. This one I think is now screwed up. I just replaced that now as it stands. Yeah, I need to find a new design for that. Here's the two other AGMs. So I got to pull all three of these out. That one, and I put one BATTLEBORN on this side and one BATTLEBORN on this side. All I need to do now is go outside and get my tools, and we can get this done because I want to get this done. There we go, that's one BATTLEBORN installed. Now I just need to do the one on the other side. And there we go, peeps, there's the second BATTLEBORN. See, it says the voltage right now is 14.4, which is exactly what my charger converter puts out, the one I'm plugged into on shore power. But that's funny to see because I'm not used to seeing all zeros. I'm used to seeing like somewhere between 20 and 40 watts because there's always that little amount of trickle charge to keep going. Not these. These are zero. They're completely cut off. So that's pretty interesting. And I ran the air conditioner on them for about a minute and it only pulled like 360 watts or something. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm going to do some testing later. What I want to do now is get this mess cleaned up and have dinner because I'm starving. And I got to get the refrigerator put back in and plugged in because it's been sitting for an hour because I tilted it on its side. You're not supposed to plug them back in for an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and get that back on the tracks. Hopefully that works. And put the bed and everything back in and have some dinner. And then I'm just going to relax the rest of the night after all this. I mean, I got to clean up all this. This is ridiculous, you know. So, oh, chicken eggs from Heidi. And how's Odin hanging with this? Well, once he realized he needed to get out of my way, he's just over here sleeping. He slept through the whole thing. I'm talking, so he's wagging his tail. Right, buddy? Yep. All right, let's get back to work. There we go. The wattage is ticking down. It's under 6 watts now. It's now in the 5 watt range, 5.5 watts. And if you wait long enough, you'll see it tick down to 0 and then completely disconnect, which is totally odd after years of dealing with AGM lead acid batteries, watching lithiums completely charge up and then disconnect from the charger. That's how this works. So why is this a big deal? Because it's 12:16 in the afternoon and my batteries are fully charged. This never happens. So I'm here today at Munds Park, Arizona, which is about 20 minutes south of Flagstaff. Here at about 6,700 feet. It's not too bad today. It's probably about 82 degrees. I got my 200 watts of ground solar out. And of course I have my 3 panels up there on the roof doing their job. Today is a much better day than yesterday. Give you an idea of what the sky conditions look like. It is just partly cloudy. They said thunderstorms are coming, but my knee isn't hurting and I don't see any storm clouds, so I'm gonna have to think that we're not gonna get any rain today. You can see I got some tarps up on the van. This front one is one that I'm experimenting with. It's a 80% shade cloth made out of a knitted aluminum, and so far it seems to be doing okay. The real reason for this video is to give you guys an idea how the BATTLEBORNs are doing. As I just showed you, it's about 12:15 in the afternoon, and the batteries are 100% charged. And I took them down last night. I woke up about 7 o'clock this morning, and they were down to about 65%. And that's about right, because I generally use about 70 amp hours overnight if I'm not editing a video. And last night I was just chilling out watching some stuff on TV, and so I just used my typical about 70 amp hours of power. Now I have 200 amp hours of BATTLEBORNs. I used to have 300 amp hours of AGM, but I actually have more power now because anybody that knows lithium knows that you can draw the lithium batteries all the way down to 0. And I don't plan on doing that. I actually have an alarm set on my trimetric monitor that if I go below 20% capacity or 10.5 volts, that an alarm will wake me up or notify me that my capacity is almost gone. And in that case, I'd switch over to my jackeries to do whatever I need to do for the rest of the night. But I don't really suspect that's going to happen very often. I very rarely, even when I had the AGM batteries, would take them down below 60%. That'd be something like 40, 50% for the BATTLEBORNs. So in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have got a third one. I still may, once I can save up some money, get a third battery and put a third one in. Unlike AGMs or lead acids, you can put lithiums in later down the line. You don't have to get them all at once because they just don't work the same as AGM batteries. Each battery is its own individual entity. It has its own BMS. It deals with the cell charging everything on its own. Each cell is monitored and charged separately in each battery. So you can add lithiums down the line. Now, I wouldn't wait 5 or 10 years to add one. I'm talking about 6 to 12 months. Add that third battery, and it will be no problem at all. There's not going to be any conflict. I'm very pleased with my BATTLEBORN batteries. So far, so good. It's just so strange to me to go to bed at night and see my batteries at 13.1 volts. It's like midnight, and I still got 13.1 volts in my batteries. It's just been amazing. Like, usually by midnight, my AGMs were down to like 11.8 or 11.9, and then I'd wake up in the morning and they'd be like 11.5 or 11.4, and then I'd have to, put all my solar out, run the generator all day, all the way until sunset before they would finally be at 100%. It's noon. I still got about 6 or 7 hours of daylight, so the solar is just going to power everything. The BATTLEBORNs are topped up, so the rest of the day it's like free power. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I should do some Instapot cooking or something. So a quickie on the Westinghouse generator. I am currently at 75 hours, so I'm about 25 hours away from my next oil change. There is one negative about this model that I kind of anticipated, but I didn't think it was going to be a problem. Now that I have the BATTLEBORNs, this generator is not powerful enough. If I put my converter charger, the one built into the van, the one I upgraded my Progressive Dynamics, it's a 55 amp charger. It draws typically about 900 watts maximum. Now the old AGMs, they would never pull that much because that's just the chemistry of the batteries. They can only take so much. These BATTLEBORNs will take anything you can put into them. So even if I'm charged to 99% and I try to put it on 14.4 volts on my charger, the generator can't do it. It has to be like, I have to put it in 13.6 volt mode, which is a shame because that means that it's going to take a lot longer. If I'm running this generator, it will charge my BATTLEBORNs, but it takes like twice as long. That's not the end of the world because it's probably better to charge the batteries a little bit slower anyway. And this is more fuel efficient when it's running at a third power, which is about what it takes on 13.6 volts to charge a BATTLEBORNs. It's doing about 300 watts of charging with the generator. Now it would be like 600 to 700 watts if it could handle the capacity. Now, I know all you guys are saying, why don't you could have just gotten a bigger generator. Well, the bigger one won't fit in my cargo basket. See how big this thing is? It's about 2 feet long. My cargo basket is exactly 24 inches. So it does fit in there just perfectly. But if I would have gotten the 2200 watt model, I wouldn't be able to fit it in there that way. I had to put it lengthwise, and that would interfere with all the water storage I have. I have 3 jugs in the cargo basket to extend my boondocking so I can take showers and stuff. So that water is really important for me to carry. It's not like I can just not carry extra water, because then I won't be able to shower when I'm out here. It's kind of nice. I can take a shower, dump a 5-gallon in, take another shower, dump another 5-gallon in. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer that I have to run the battery charger on a lower voltage when I'm charging with the generator, but it's not the end of the world. It's still faster charging any day than the AGMs. Now I can use my onboard Onan. I do have the 2800 Onan working. If you've been following my videos, it does run, it works just fine. I could use that to charge the BATTLEBORNs really fast if I want to burn that amount of gasoline, because it takes 1/3 of a gallon an hour to run that generator. And so it's not very efficient. This uses less than half that. It's almost like 1/3 of that. This uses like 1/3 of the gasoline of my Onan. So yeah, if it takes twice as long, it's still cheaper to do it using the Westinghouse than it is to run my Onan. Not to mention the expensive maintenance on the Onan anytime anything breaks on it. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the BATTLEBORN install video. Don't forget, if you want a good deal on BATTLEBORN batteries, hit up Ken Kaplan at kaplansmarine at yahoo.com. I'll put the information in the bottom of the screen and in the description. He is a brand new BATTLEBORN dealer. I was his first customer. And he certainly would like to have your business, because I know BATTLEBORN batteries themselves are not giving anybody discounts or more than $50 discounts. I'm sure Ken can do a better deal for you, being a viewer of HOBOTECH. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. That's it for now. Coming at you from the beautiful Flagstaff area. Till next time.
Odin commands you to like and subscribe, and clean my litter box.
This thing really moves.
Yeah. People pump these things up and double them. They make them up to 700 horsepower.
Wow.
Around 200. I mean, that's just nuts.
Yeah, that is.
You know. And this thing goes 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's plenty fast enough. Gonna trip on the push button door opener.
Yeah, that guy was...
See, Pat, that's what you got to get. Get a winch on the front of yours, so all the times you get stuck, you've got a hitch on it to do some towing. Fun.
Yep.
Hey, thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe, share, and like. And we'll see you guys next time. Say hi, Odin.
Randolph Your Night RV Golf Guy, Joe Lazaro, Pat.